a lot of people who had a lot of money on England because we had such a great team might be feeling a little less confident now after our performance in the Euros so far. Let's talk to Jim White, sports writer at The Telegraph, who joins us. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Julia.
Thank you very much. It's really, really strange this morning. Beautiful sunny day. We're finally, finally got a week of sun. Bit too hot, let's be honest, for us Brits, but at least it's not rainy and miserable. England are through to the final 16 of the Euros, came top of their group. We're not going to have to face Germany and France. We should all be walking around going, whoa, I can't believe it, this is amazing. And yet the whole country just feels so deflated. What's gone wrong?
Yeah, it was. I actually, Julia, I thought it was a very bold initiative by Gareth Southgate and their men last night to make tonight's election debate seem a beacon of excitement by comparison. It was very, very turgid. It was hot. I give them that. It was very hot, not the kind of thing you want to be running around in, but it was hot for both sides.
It was better than the last match.
Yes, it was.
I mean, there was an improvement. There was a definite improvement.
It's interesting you said that about the national mood, because do you remember in 2018 when England were doing really well in the World Cup, and every night on the TV there were pictures of big open gatherings of people watching and plumes of beer going up in the air when there was a goal scored? Well, that's not going to happen because they don't score any goals. But it's a very big difference between it. I think there's a huge dissatisfaction. And interestingly, talking of the election, there were quite a few people who theorised that Rishi Sunak had picked this date for the election that people were betting on, so unexpected date, because it coincided with the Euros, and the hope from Rishi Sunak that there would be an uplift in national mood that he could surf along.
Yeah, and that England would be doing well. They'd get to the Easter quarter-finals, and then they'll be feeling it. The world's not so bad. Forget the cost of living crisis. It's okay. And there's no doubt at all, these sort of things do factor in for politicians thinking on these things. Well, it's not working out quite so well. What is it that Gareth Southgate's getting so wrong? And is it Gareth Southgate's the problem? Because everyone's saying we've got this amazing team, they're brilliant players, they're world-class players, but we're just not gelling as a team. Gareth Southgate's gone from hero to zero. So what's he doing wrong?
Yes, he has, and because he's a decent bloke, he's accepting that and trying to deflect from the players and saying it's down to me, and I understand that people don't like me. He understands that there are 60 million people in the country who think they could do a better job than him. But it is very frustrating. I think people always talk about expectation with England, but I think we were right to be excited about this team. We were right to think they were great attacking players, but we've seen none of it. Now, tiredness at the end of a season may have something to do with it. Picking the wrong players may have something to do with it. Not quite getting a formation that gels may have something to do with it. They've still got time, Julia, to turn this around. It could turn around.
And we've got some good draws. Just briefly, I mean, literally one said, how far can we go with this team?
Oh, dear, Julia, you put me right on the spot. I think they should get to the final. I think they could get to the quarter-final.
All right. I like your honesty. Jim White, thank you very much indeed, sports writer at The Telegraph. Benedict Spence, itching to get in on this. Come on.
It's quite straightforward, actually. Trent Alexander-Arnold starts at right-back. Anthony Gordon goes to left wing. You put Phil Foden at 10. You drop Bellingham into midfield. Kyle Walker goes to left-back.
Sorted.
Win the Euros.
There is a real issue, isn't there, when you are the England football coach, manager. Basically, he's right. There are 60 million people. Well, actually, you add in at 70, really, because you add in the Scots. They definitely got an opinion, but they'll think it a different way. But you basically got everybody thinks they know better. Look, I know I don't know better. I really, really don't. I just wanted to see Grealish's knees, the shins, but that's a different thing. But no, it's just a bit sort of weird that, okay, we're top of the group, we're going through group stages, and we're just...
I think the problem is with that sort of sluggishness and the despondency.
I want to be wearing my flag in the morning and feeling excited.
We've seen our main rivals, Germany mainly, playing really well. And I get it, one of those games was against Scotland, which, fair enough, anybody can look good against them. But they are probably the favourites alongside France. So if we want to win, those are the teams we need to be matching, and we're not.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. It just needs to be more exciting. I'm all about the final score. That's what really matters. But, it doesn't have to be exciting football, but we ain't doing that either.